Hello everyone and welcome back to another Academy League race. We have been having a load of troubles with streaming. We then had a trouble with the race and my car being in the race when I wasn't actually racing. So
a mega start though.
I did get a mega start, to be fair, but we are here now. We are going to be just recording this one for you, and then we will put it up on the YouTube channel as a video. We apologise for no stream. Blame PlayStation and their rubbish servers. But there's not really much we can do about it. Somehow managed over on Project Cars, they managed to get their stream working. Don't know how. Maybe it's different for different countries, but we're here now. This is the grid that the drivers did qualify on. We were trying to get the stream done through qualifying, and we couldn't manage to. So we are here now, and I'm joined by once again by
Evan. Y'all know
hello,
who
Evan.
I am by now.
And I believe Mares did have a penalty, didn't he? Was it an LLP2 again?
Absolutely. For that ridiculous no, he had a full quali ban.
It was a full quali ban, so Mares had a
ridiculous move in Austria.
So Mares has a full quali ban this race, so he will be starting from the back of the grid. So we're going to try and get some of normality and some form of order back into this, as all the drivers line up and we're getting ready to start this track on the German Grand Prix. And all the drivers are lining up now. Lights counting down here. Oh, people have got
had another glitch.
We had another.
We've had another glitch. But
and it's lights out and away we go, and it's all over the place.
Oh
but,
no!
You know,
we'll
some drivers have got a good start. They've got a good start. Some of them actually. It's just a few drivers had a glitch, so some of them will have a bit of damage, but I'm sure that'll be fixed here as they're going to come down here. And there's almost touched there with Durham Pope. I think Gaoming just took Tonio's there, and a couple of drivers gone right. Someone's gone into the gravel. Who was that? Froze has gone far into the gravel.
We'll have a safety car.
And it's a safety car, and I think it's for Ellison. Ellison there had a collision at the start. He's lost all of his front wing. He has managed to rejoin the track though, and it won't be as problematic as he thought, since there is now a safety car for him.
But that was another glitchy start. We had somebody completely jump the start, getting a mega getaway, but of course the rest didn't, and there's only one way it's going to end up, and that's going to be the driver who jumped the start's going to lose his front wing.
Definitely, and I feel like it's just a range of just how many people are on these games at the moment. Obviously, there's the big pandemic in the world, and everyone's staying at home. Hope you're staying at home. Actually, you should be. But
yeah, you should be.
Yeah. But you know, PlayStation have been saying they're having high amounts of people on their games, on their servers, downloading games. And you know, I can understand that, but at the same time, it's really annoying. It's really annoying, but we're here still. There is a safety car, and we're just waiting for the drivers to come around now and join the back of the safety cars. Quite a lot of drivers here have pit. If I just get up the tyres that they're on at the moment,
you can actually get a set of mediums to the end around here.
Yeah,
it is an interesting tactic.
You will be able to. Devil's Angel's actually gone into a set of hards here. So has Frozer actually. So a couple of drivers opting for a hard tyre, which would certify them getting to the end of the race. But I think a medium would get them there. Would get them there comfortably as well. It wouldn't be as comfortable as, say, the hard tyre, because the hard tyre you would have a lot more grip, a lot more tyre wear compared to the likes of a medium tyre, but it would still get you towards the end of the race. So it'll be interesting to see how drivers do it. And you've noticed actually, Evan, here that the top 8 drivers haven't pit in this race, haven't pit into the safety car.
Which is a very bad tactic, because it's a free pit stop, basically.
It practically is a free pit stop. We'll see whether they opt to maybe come in this lap. The problem is the first place. I know first place pitting can be a real issue with the safety car bug. We'll have to see whether Victor will come in or not. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully that it doesn't happen, but we'll have to see what happens here. But it's been a little bit of a rocky start at the moment in terms of all the race and everything. Hampton did manage to join back. But
bit of tension coming into the safety car period. Tonio's really looking a bit feisty on the back of Pope. As we've seen don't know if you've seen on your perspective, but coming around the final hairpin, the hairpin, I believe it is.
Oh, someone's come in. Galeman's come in.
Galeman has come in, and that's an interesting tactic, because the top 7 haven't. Of course, them being Wickler, Pope, Giulio, Bruzi, Tonios, the Whipmeister, and LFC KSK.
Yeah, so Galeman has come in here. He's gone into a set of medium tyres, along with the rest of the pack here. And it'll be interesting to see whether these top 7 drivers are thinking of sticking to their normal strategy, or whether they're somewhat banking on another safety car. Potentially they might be thinking of another safety car here, or they're going to stick with their normal strategy, get a better start than everyone else on the slower tyre to them, and then try and build up that gap enough to be able to make a pit stop. We'll have to see how it goes.
With the way that this night is going to get a red flag for all we know.
We'll have to see. Hopefully we don't.
I don't even think that's possible, is it?
It's been an unfortunate turn of events today, but we're here now, and we're racing, which is the best thing here. And just waiting for the safety car to come in, and then we will start. But I know a lot of drivers, especially on this track, really have a problem with that first corner. I don't know if you've raced. I don't know how many times you've raced around this track before, Evan, but safety car is in this lap.
Fortunately.
But, yeah, that first corner really is a killer in it, because you don't want to. It's annoying for exceeding track limits, because you have to take it quite quickly, and it's also it's a really difficult corner to take perfectly. But we'll have to see how these drivers fare. They did all right on the first on the opening lap, but that's usually most of the drivers are going quite slow anyway through it to avoid other cars. So have to see, as the drivers will get it back up to racing speed. Now it is Victor who will set us off. Let's see if Victor can pull a gap away from Pope. Pope's very close behind him, actually, so they both take this first corner very nicely. Let's see if there's a bit of action going on at the back. Someone's gone wide. Ooh, it's wheel to wheel. It's Tonio. Bruzi, sorry, is trying to go around the outside of Tonio's. Couldn't find the gap there. Someone's ran wide at the back. I think it was the Whipmeister ran wide. And he's been overtaken by Mares. And Mares showing some excellent pace here. Oh, someone's gone off at the back. It's Frozer at the back. Frozer has gone into the wall at the back, but it isn't a safety car because he's managed to turn his car around.
Julio's just hit Wickler.
Julio's and Victor here, and it's very close between all of these drivers. Let's see who will come out on top here. So it's so Pope now leading this race at the moment after getting a pass on Victor. Then it's Julio behind, then Tonios, then Bruzi in 5th, LFC KSK in 6th, Mares in 7th, RSC 8 in 9th, Whipmeister in 9th, and Siscon in 10th place. So it's going to be an interesting race here to see whether those drivers who haven't... It's an interesting race here to see whether those drivers who haven't pit, what lap they will pit, and when exactly they will pull their strategy into places. Pope here puts in the fastest lap time of a 1:15.4, which definitely isn't the fastest lap you can do around this track. But for a race, for just a lap coming back out the safety car, that isn't a bad lap at all. Oh, and it's Julio's going to try and go back down the inside, but I think Tonios will have that inside line as he comes out, and he will. And Tonios moves up into 3rd position here, but it's Julio will have Slipstream behind. Let's see here whether he'll make the move. Will it's Julio make the move down the inside? There's a bit of a lag there between drivers.
A lot of lag between the drivers.
A bit of ghosting there. I think Hampton left again. I believe he's having a bit of internet issues as well. Mares showing great pace here from the back of the grid, and he moves all the way up into 6th position. And you know what I've just noticed as well? We're going to have to give our own drivers of the day today. In the moment, it's looking like Mares might be my favourite.
Oh yeah, we are going to have to give our own drivers of the day.
But
is increasing the gap slightly.
Oh, Galeman is retired. Did he go into the wall? I think he did he go into the wall there? I can't see whether he has. I believe he may have just retired, or maybe he went into the wall. But DRS is now enabled. Ellison dropping down the back of the grid there. I'm not sure whether he has a bit of wing damage. Oh, someone PM Noons has a bit of wing damage as well up the back. It's RC8 has gone for a move on the Whipmeister and has got that pass, I believe, and has moved up into 8th position. Someone was looking at the back of the Whipmeister, actually. It was Siscon looking for a 9th position there. And a few of these drivers now, 5 laps on the soft, so I'm sure we'll be seeing a pit stop very soon. Oh, Maris is going for a move on Brucey. Will he get the pass done? It's Julio going for the pass on Tonios down the inside and got the pass done, and Maris got the pass done on Brucey as well. Brilliantly well done by Maris, and it's Julio then. Siscon getting the move on Whitmeister as well, but these cars are going wheel to wheel. As he going for this high-speed corner, will they touch? No, they don't. Will they go down the inside? And I think Whitmeister's going to have an outside line. They had a little bit of contact, but the Whitmeister actually got a really nice overtake there around the outside and moved himself back up into 9th position here.
It's the gap up the front definitely increasing between... It's about 1.6 seconds up the front as we drop back down the back. Woodmeister and Siscon still having a bit of a battle, a little bit of a touch there.
No, so Woodmeister's coming. Woodmeister has come into the pits along with Brucey as well. Both drivers who were on a set of soft tyres are going to come in now. And probably is going to a set of mediums, I believe. Let's have a look and see. Yes, so the Brucey comes onto a set of mediums. Oh, the Whitmeister actually goes for... The Whitmeister actually gets a wing change here as well. Now Tonios battling with it's Julius. A lot of lag up front here from Tonios. Yellow flag in sector 3. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, someone's gone off. It's PM Noons there has gone off there into the gravel. He's not having a great race here. Let's see what positions drivers have moved up. Mares here, 12 positions he has moved up by, up into 5th position. We'll have to see.
As we do look at the gap, it's come down up the front. 1.3 now. It's actually DRS. It's Pope's actually into the pits, that's why.
Pope has now come into pits, so has it's Julio. Now, what kind of interesting strategy move will that be? Because I was expecting these drivers to pit under the safety car, but these drivers have actually come in onto... they've all come onto a set of mediums. So the Pope onto another set of mediums has come back out in the points, but it wasn't up where he was at the start of the grid.
And look at Siscon and LFC now. LFC in the slipstream battling for P5, these two. As they come now into the braking zone. Will it be last the late breakers? Thinks better of a move.
Oh, it's close here between Siscon and LFC KSK here. And also Victor and Tonios quite close up front as well. Tonios moving himself up into 1st position. But him and Victor both have a pit stop to make. Whether they will make this pit stop this lap, we'll have to see. Now, and whether also, Evan, pitting under the... pitting not under the safety car was a wise option on that. We'll have to see.
Oh, Victor runs very wide.
Oh, Victor's come in. Victor has come into the pits, but so is Tonios. Tonios also came in, but he went onto the gravel a bit there. Would have lost a little bit of the lead
of the Grand Prix.
Mares has taken the lead of this Grand Prix, but Mares here actually, Evan, is on a different strategy, along with the likes of Nitramus and Siscon, all on a set of mediums to start, and I'm assuming towards the end of the race they'll be going onto a set of soft tyres, which potentially could be a very good strategy, because all Mares has to do now is pit, go onto a set of softs and come out in at least 4th above the Pope here to be able to stand a chance of getting 1st position, because all of the 3 drivers below him all have to pit as well.
They pitted on lap 1, didn't they?
Oh, they may have yet, actually. Let me have a look at the pit stops here.
Yeah, they have.
They
Everyone
did.
But Mares has pitted.
They did, so this could potentially... Oh, someone's gone off there. It's PM Noons here. But Mares in the lead at the moment. But I've just found out here that actually... Oh, someone ran wide there. It was Siscon. Needs to rejoin the track nice and safely. And does so.
Has got the position.
Now, Chalmers did get the position. Mares is still in the lead at the moment, but after finding out that the drivers behind him have made a pit stop, whether Mares is going to be trying to get a gap, and he's Mares here actually, Evan, has got a big enough gap. If I can just have a look at the gap to the leader here, it's got a 12-second gap to third place. And now, on average, how long is a pit stop, do you know, on this track?
It's around 20 seconds, I believe. Plus he could have a penalty.
He would come out. Mares would come out in third position if he was to pit, because it's 12 seconds. I know. Sorry, he wouldn't actually. Apologise. No, he would come out in 8th position. So
but
interesting
still,
for
battling,
Mares.
which could definitely lose a lot of time.
Definitely would lose a lot of time, but he has got RC8, who is not far behind him, only 5 seconds behind Mares.
He's just run very wide as well.
He has actually, yes. We'll have to see.
Never mind.
I have to see here, and it's very close between Nitramus and the other two drivers behind him. Siscon and Pope here. Pope getting himself back up into 5th position, and maybe that strategy for him will be working. We'll have to see.
He'll have a lot quicker tyres at the end as well, compared to these guys, so he could possibly blast past them.
Definitely, and I believe that's why he's so close behind them, as he will have DRS. Both drivers will have DRS. Siscon and Pope on Nitramus, so we'll have to see. Ooh, Nitramus runs wide there, actually. Potential. Ooh, Victor picks up a 3-second time penalty as well here.
Just also another thing to note, Julio and Tony got the jump on Victor in the pits, and is a pit stop mandatory? Because Mares' tyres could last till the end, even though he hasn't pitted.
It could do, but he will have to pit, because you do have to pit under the thing. And I believe because I'm not sure whether the tyres, the way the tyres that they qualified on, since we had a restart, will affect the tyres that they had to start on here. So I'm not sure. Mares didn't actually have a qualifying, so Mares could start on any car, any tyre that he wanted.
Oh, Nitramus has nearly spun. He has.
Nitramus is gone there. So all drivers are moving up. Someone made contact. It was Tonios. I'm not sure whether someone made contact from him from behind. I think it was, yes. It was someone from behind, and I believe it was Victor made the contact from behind, because Victor now has a front right wing damage. You can see his end plate there on his wing is not there anymore, so he has front right wing damage. Whether it's bad, really bad for him to have to make a pit stop, or whether he can go to the end of the race on that, we'll have to see.
Now, what Mares should do in terms of strategy here is pit this lap and take advantage of the tussling going on for P3 and P4.
What to see here is he has Mares incredibly has opened a big gap here in 6.5 seconds to RCA and 9.1 seconds from Siscon behind RCA. So if I look at the time there to leader, a full 16 seconds to the Pope.
Just give it a penalty.
And it's actually, he would come out now because Mares has made such a gap now. He potentially would come out in, I think he would come out in 7th position. We'll have to see here. He will be on the softs, so he'll be able to absolutely blitz through this thing. Here's RC8 will now take the lead. RC8 tyres will be very slow though. So let's have a look here. Mares has come in. Where will he come out?
He might come out in second. He's going to come out second.
Oh, will he come out in second though? That's the thing. It's so close. Oh, and he does. Mares comes out in second, but he will be on the faster tyre as all of these drivers are now.
He has played that absolutely perfectly.
Brilliant strategy here from Mares. Now the hunt is on. Can he make 9 seconds up in 4 laps to catch up to RC8, who potentially could have snatched the lead here and snatched the win? We'll have to see here as now Mares is being attacked from behind as he is on the cold tyres, but I believe he will start to slowly drift away from these tyres as Pope is actually on only 5 laps
Pope's around.
Pope's gone. Pope's gone into the wall. Now, will there be a safety car? Oh no, I believe he will he has just rejoined the track. and he's now having a battle with Tonios here. His pup now has front right wing damage, which looks very serious there. He's lost end plate. You could see that
coming though, the way he was driving.
Definitely, he was pushing. He's pushing very aggressively in this Victor and this Julio are going at it here for 4th position. Siscon managed to pull away a little bit there after that tussle between those drivers.
And these drivers are very close. 4 seconds as RC8's given a penalty.
RC8 is given a penalty, so only 3 seconds. So Mares could potentially win this race. At the back of the grid, and what a pass from it's Julio into that corner. I don't know if you saw that, Evan. It's Julio, an amazing pass in turn 1. Probably the most difficult corner on this grid. On this track, sorry, the most difficult corner on this track, and he's pulled out an amazing overtake on that corner. We'll have to see here as someone's going wheel to wheel. It's Victor. Victor's going to go down the inside, but it's Julio's going to get the cut back as well. Oh, and it's wheel to wheel here as Victor almost spins. And I think Night Travis is now going to be trying to take that position as he goes round the outside here. And look at that gap up front. It is closing down second by second as Night Travis has gone down the inside, but he's gone too wide there as well. It's wheel to wheel between the 3 drivers, and we've got some extensive racing here as Victor.
Julio just about saves it.
It's Julia, large oversteer, and he just managed to save it. RC8 has spun.
Mares is in the lead.
Mares is now in the lead due to penalties, but can he get an actual overtake?
He's in the lead.
As now Mares is now in the lead, yes.
RC8 binned it.
Oh, Tonios is on the gravel. So that is a big battles here going on. People trying to get into a podium position here. Tonios comes into the pits, and he's going to have probably. I think he'll be coming into. I think Tonios here coming into the pits for a wing change. We'll have to see. Oh, and he's also serving a penalty as well, I believe. So Mares, an amazing race for me. Already driver of the day. An amazing
100%.
race, an amazing strategy. He has come from the back of the grid here after all of these troubles we have had in this race. That couldn't get the stream working. We had a race restart. We had a glitchy start. But after all of that, this man has come from the back of the grid after having a qualifying penalty and has taken 1st position.
I wonder will he get another qualifying penalty, because every time he has. Last week he puts it on pole, today he's leading the Grand Prix. Well, we can't jinx him yet, he still has 2 laps to go.
Have to see here, and make sure you guys, just quickly make sure you guys go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're getting closer to that 1,000 subs. I think we're nearly at 800 now, so everyone keep going and subscribing there. Go and check out the Instagram and go check out the Discord and the Twitter as well, and go follow all of them and go join the Discord server if you are interested in racing. But we are have a battle for, it's actually for 2nd place here. Siscon is going to try and go around the outside of RC8. Can he get the move down the inside? And he does so. Oh, but it's it's Julio's trying to go down the inside of it. RC8 as well, but he just couldn't get the pass. And look how close these drivers are. Actually, RC8 and Siscon both have the same livery, and it's Julio. Oh, there's contact, and he's gone straight into the wall. A huge crash for RC8. There was a little bit of contact, and he just lost it and went straight into the wall. That was an unfortunate crash there, and I believe if that was actual F1, he would have been out of this race completely. But the amount of impact that was involved in that crash there. But now it's Julio is now taken 2nd position. Siscon behind him in 3rd, and Night Traumas in 4th, and Victor not far behind him actually in 5th position. Who will win this race here? As it is now the final lap, and Mares has pulled out an amazing race here, an astonishing race. We'll have to see here whether Mares can hold this victory. I'm not going to commentate curse him at the moment. Hopefully I don't, but we'll have to see. As he's come around the middle sector here. These drivers still battling out here. Victor very close behind Night Traumas here, going to try and find a pass for some extra points here. We'll have to see where these drivers finish after all the penalties, Evan.
Victor was on pole, you have to remember as well.
Victor was on pole, so trying to gain as much points as he can back. I'm not sure what this will do towards the championship. I will be posting all of the championships across all of the different races at the end of the week. Once they're all tallied up.
Mares.
Let's see if Victor's right close behind.
Mares wins in Germany.
Mares wins the German Grand Prix here in the Academy League. It's Julia, I believe, will come round in second place after a very tight racing between that driver. Siscon will take third. No, Siscon takes second, actually. No, it's Night Tramas who gets the podium after all the penalties, and it's Julia will take fourth, and Victor will take up
Julia
fifth position. It's Julia lost it. Brucey in sixth. The Pope, who was showing great promise at the start of this race, finished in seventh. RCA came round without a wing at the end of this race and finished in 8th position. Ellison in 9th.
Gets his first points.
Ellison first points there. Throws it in 10th. LFC KSK in 11th. Tony Oaks, after a big battle, comes on in 12th. An unfortunate race for him, actually gets 11th. Hampton in 13th. Devil's Angel in 14th. The Whipmeister in 15th. PM Noons finishes 16th. And Gaobing did DNF out in the middle of this race. But that was a very exciting race there, actually, towards the end, between all the drivers.
Very exciting. Lots of race. For P2.
What a race here from this man here. Mares.
Do we even need to debate driver of the day?
I don't think we do. Driver of the day will go to Mares here after an amazing race for the driver.
That was strategy at its best from Mares.
It was definitely a brilliant strategy. He went for a long short, and that definitely helped, and didn't pit under the safety car. Very, very nicely done from him. As that shows that pitting under the safety car even isn't always the best option. But here is the final grid. What were you going to say there, sir?
The drivers had to extend their tyres for 17 laps.
They did, and Mares, after starting all the way at the back of the grid, having a penalty there, a full qualifying penalty, actually finished up in 3rd position. A brilliant race from him. Night Tramas, actually, a brilliant race from him as well. Evan started in 10th position and finished on a podium.
2 very good comebacks.
2 brilliant comebacks there. And I think that's going to do it here for the Academy League. We apologise that there was no stream. This video will be uploaded as soon as possible, as soon as we are able to, and as soon as PlayStation fixes itself. Hopefully you'll be able to join us tomorrow for the Freshman League, as I will be back here again in Germany. I will be joined by Tucson, and we will be with the Freshman League drivers. But thank you for joining me once again, Evan.
And we'll see you soon.
See you later, guys. Thank you.